All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
Heavy
to
heart.
with a heavy heart. Welcome to another episode of the Walrus and Comic Sports Podcast. And I'm here with my buddy Nick, and
The comic now.
he's the new comic because Brett didn't make it.
Your laptop must just eat the internet.
Oh, Brett, you're back from the life. You're back alive, man. Golly. We thought we were going to get away with just doing the podcast
I was
without you.
hoping so.
Yeah, I already cast him as the new comic.
I mean, we're wearing white shirts.
Look at that, man. We were ready to
We
go.
look so similar that passable.
Yeah,
Passable.
yeah. You put a hat on you, I mean, same person practically.
Well, yeah, 100%.
Especially when Brett wears his glasses like he's supposed to.
Swami's
He's like Sunday morning.
He's like Sunday morning. Yeah.
Are we done with this, or go on sports? I mean,
That song is so good, though, isn't it?
No,
Isn't that
dude.
song good?
You know what I'm gonna do?
sorry.
To piss
Summer
off
breeze
everybody
is
in my
better.
house. Every night at midnight, Saturday night, Sunday mornings, I'm gonna bust out Swami's
I give you 5 seconds the first time. You'll be
He's
done with
like
it.
Sunday morning.
Alright, so we're going to do a quick episode for you guys tonight.
No.
And we're going to be coming to you
Quiet
with
for
more
me.
stuff within the next couple of days. We pumped out a couple episodes for you this week, and we're going to have a couple more coming at you when you see this, and there'll be another one to follow it.
Just
But
powering
this
you,
one
baby,
we're
just
gonna
powering you.
we're going to dedicate to WWE's pay-per-view, which is going to happen as we're recording this. This will happen tomorrow.
Hey, can't do this
So-
podcast?
So the pay-per-view is Extreme Rules, and it's titled
with me.
The Horror Show. All right, that's a word I've always struggled with. You know, I had speech therapy when I was a kid growing up.
Horror show?
But yeah, I just
Wow.
for some reason I can't say that word correctly. But
You just
I
have to say
think-
Lord House.
Horror show. Horror shack.
I think that this pay-per-view is going to be exactly that, except not in the way that they're intending it to be.
Would you rather go to a whore house or a horse shack?
Can you turn that laptop a little bit more? Right.
Well, you're a
I
needy
You're
dude,
good,
man.
He is. I think one has more Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, he comes back from dead and he's just like, hey, can you do this? Can you do this for me?
He's so needy. Like,
yeah.
my ex-girlfriend was not as needy as Brett.
Why does your laptop drain internet?
I don't
Why
know.
you look for answers?
I don't think it was like actually my laptop. Like it might have
As
just
soon as
been
you turned it off, it started working.
That's crazy, man. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. Not downloading anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's-
Something's wrong with our internet.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what happened is it just probably dedicated the majority of your bandwidth to my laptop. So like you can, if you know how to work with computers, so you can actually, like you could essentially put all the internet to that and nothing in there, and they'd be screwed and not even know any difference until they called a technician
I
in.
moved it to my room the other day. You know where my room is?
Yeah.
And it was getting
Can you explain it to me?
like 1 megabyte of internet, and like download speed and upload speed was like 20 kilobytes.
Yeah.
Um,
Did they have
Give
that?
me
Did they
any.
have that TV on in there?
no,
That's
what
weird.
is going on? And
Yeah.
I think we need to get somebody here to look at it. It's just not putting out what it's supposed to be putting out.
Yeah. And,
Have they ran fiber optic out here yet?
no.
Like, they started at my house.
Did they really?
Yeah.
But it's probably
Wow.
we need something because it's just not
Yeah.
putting out anything right
Yeah.
now. It ain't putting out.
I've got to upgrade mine too because I want to start.
a
I would-
laptop and a
I
t-shirt.
I would love to get to the point where we could do these on Twitch live.
That'd be
Like,
great.
Start doing some
That'd be
and
fun.
do it in the just talking category and just have people come in and set up a donation thing, and I think that would be really good.
Let's
for
do
us.
it.
So we just have to have really good internet. That's the thing. This internet probably won't cut it.
No.
But all right, WWE has a pay-per-view, Brett. Now you know me. I love the WWE.
I know.
I love almost everything about it.
That's my
Wild to me.
I am not excited about this pay-per-view. Will I watch it? Yes. But that's mainly so we can talk about it on our next podcast. Now, on paper, some of these matches seem all right. Okay?
Do that.
Like, all right, so the first one.
match sounds
Here-
alright.
Well, here you go. The first match, SmackDown Tag Team Titles. All right, the New Day versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro.
That sounds all right.
And that match should be all right. The New Day are the champions. They're defending against the challengers. Cesaro is very underrated. Shinsuke Nakamura,
Overrated.
I think because he can't speak English like really well, that he doesn't really come off the way you would want him to, because he can't really be a heel if you can't understand him. And that's what he's billed at.
Can't be a babyface either.
Yeah, he can't be
the
either.
best heels.
Yeah.
The foreign invader coming to our country.
Yeah, what do you mean? You didn't know
But they always
Volkov?
But they always had someone talking. Or Volkov could talk really well.
Could speak.
It was
well.
broken English.
It was still way better than Shinsuke Nakamura. Like, have you heard him speak?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's just, I don't know. Okay, this match has a stipulation. It is a tables match.
Never mind.
All right. I think this would be a perfect opportunity for Sami Zayn to maybe return. I don't know his
I thought it
stats.
was for the tag titles.
It is. And a
So
tables.
when the hell does the match need two gimmicks?
I don't know, man. That's what they wanted to do.
They're kitschy now.
The Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro won a match against the New Day last week that allowed them the opportunity to determine what type of match they wanted.
Let's double
And they said
gimmick
tables.
this thing.
What if?
Triple?
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I think the New Day is going to lose the titles here.
I don't think so.
I think they're
I
going to
disagree.
I think Xavier Woods is going to come out and cost the New Day the titles.
Has that been a
And-
theme
and-
leading up to this?
He hasn't been back. He blew his Achilles out. You know that, and he's been a whole year off the shelf. This pay-per-view or SummerSlam, he is expected to come back. What if Vince is done with the New Day?
I would love it.
Like, I
But
don't
he
know.
ain't.
I don't know if I'm.
That's his cash cow.
I don't know if I would love it because like
I hate the
they're
New Day.
first ballot Hall of Famers.
I hate the New Day so much.
Why?
Just kiddie.
You don't like the gimmick?
No.
Oh man, I think that the gimmick is
Man, let's do the pancakes in the crowd.
I think the gimmick is what makes
Yeah.
it. Did you know that? I actually got an interesting little take for you. There used to be a wrestling organization in Myrtle Beach called C4W. It's like a little local thing. I used to go to it because like their shows were pretty cool. It was like $5 or whatever to get in, $10. And the shows were actually pretty entertaining.
Jeff Hardy said
One of the wrestlers there, David Flair actually wrestled there at one point for a thing.
Up every time.
Shannon Moore came and did a thing at the show. It was kind of cool. There was another guy who was a TNA guy, kind of big. I can't remember his name, but the guy who designs the New Day's outfits was a wrestler at C4W in Myrtle Beach. Like he designed their Dragon Ball Z outfit for WrestleMania.
You know what New Day doesn't do?
Why did they have Dragon Ball Z outfit?
It was cool, man.
It's
They
stupid.
it was cool. They came out of like a cereal box. It was pretty sweet.
You know what New Day?
Place went crazy.
You know what New Day doesn't do?
What?
Rock.
New Day rocks.
Yeah, that's their chant.
Day rocks. And they play a trumpet or whatever.
And it's
For him not to like it,
the
he knows a
whole
lot
thing, top
about
to
it.
bottom is stupid.
It's
But
not a trumpet, by the way.
It's trombone.
trombone, yeah. All right, sorry. But
But gross. The whole thing you're
Yeah.
describing. They came out with
They
this
pull
cereal
pancakes out of their Tyson throw
box.
pancakes.
Somebody throw their
Pancake
ball pancakes at me. I'd be angry.
upset.
people go crazy over it. We go to a lot of live WWE events. Biggest pop everywhere. When you're standing in line to let go, like there's always somebody in the crowd that does the New Day call out.
Ridiculous.
And their shirts. So I have a New Day shirt. I'll wear it next time. It's I think it's the Bootylicious one or whatever. I can't remember.
Oh, they once had the
Bootios.
Videos.
They're
Yeah, they
cheesy.
came
I hate
out,
them
they came
so
out with
much.
a box of Bootios at WrestleMania.
And Dragon Ball Z.
You know, people actually bought those things too. FYE sold them.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
Yes, where something.
Do you think I was just watching WWE look for cereal?
Look at me.
But man,
Hornswoggle Lucky
what
Charms.
Much better than Bootios.
I think the match is actually going to be good. I'm ready for the New Day to lose the titles, but I don't think the tag team division is very strong right now in the WWE. I think it's way
They're
top.
stacked.
I think it's way better than AEW. To be honest with you, I watch AEW every week. Watch WWE every week. I just think the tag team division, because of the brand split, I think the brand split sucks. I hate it. I hate multiple champions. I hate all that. But I think it's going to come interesting and play in this pay-per-view, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. All right, next match. Apollo Crews, who is the United States champion, versus MVP.
Why is MVP still out there?
So,
There's Apollo Crews.
I'm glad you asked that question. MVP was brought back to work with, I think, some of the athletes. He actually is the manager of Bobby Lashley, right? And he's the reason why Bobby got the title shot against Drew McIntyre. And he's been trying to court Apollo Crews to bring in a new faction or whatever. And so basically, it's like MVP is going to go in and show him how it's done. And they debuted a new title. Actually, there's a brand new. It's a brand new title belt.
What is it called?
No, it's the United States title. It's a brand new
Oh.
title. It's like a different
They're
version.
just throwing
Yeah,
titles
you just
people
said
now.
no. They
sorry.
introduced a new title.
Oh, like
brand
it's
new
a new,
title.
a brand new United States title.
A rework.
Now
United States title.
AEW actually, did you see the title they brought out?
No.
Taz gave the FTW title to Brian Cage for his match against John Moxley. FTW, do you know what that title was?
What?
That was the unrecognized ECW title.
Oh,
like
shit.
the baddest man alive title, basically. And the reason he was able to bring that out.
Bad motherfucker.
I was gonna say George
Yeah.
Masvidal.
Yeah, so the reason he was actually able to bring it out is he actually owns that title and owns the rights to it. Taz does. So that's why WWE can't do anything with it. But it was very much alive and
I hate when WWE gets the rights to anything.
like Cody Rhodes' name.
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
they need the damn rights to anything
Yeah.
else.
That does.
Well, you don't beat him.
I have golly, I want Apollo Crews to retain here. They're trying to build him up actually. I think they're about to flip him from babyface to heel. It's what they've kind of been working towards. I honestly think that we're going to see some type of formation of like a stable of African American men. I really think that's what they're moving. I think they're going back towards
Nation of
stables.
Domination.
I think they're going back towards stables. I think that's the trend that we're going to start seeing soon. And I think that this is like the start of
All the
it.
good stables have been done.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna beat the ones that passed.
I know, but you try to harp on things that were successful. I think on this one, I don't see it on the actual card,
How great.
but I think
Don't say it was great.
I think you're gonna have Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy Sheamus is on this card too, but it's not listed on the CBS one.
Ridiculous.
Man,
Well, see, it's undecided except if they'll wake him up in the alleyway.
They don't know if he's gonna show
It's-
up. They don't know.
this angle, I hate.
He
this
may be
angle
under a
so much.
stairwell somewhere.
I really hate this angle. You know that, right? Like I just hate it.
Art imitates life.
I know. I think in SmackDown, Sheamus held Jeff Hardy down and poured liquid down his throat.
How?
I think
First of all,
I think that happened on SmackDown.
That
First
sounds
of all.
stupid.
when you get drunk enough to pass out in the streets of Myrtle Beach,
It was an alleyway in like a little staircase area.
you deserve to be picked on.
Hmm.
You've reached the point where we're gonna publicly shame you.
Man, how?
And he
And who better to do it than
Taken.
shame us?
I wonder where he like got
Sheamus.
intoxicated at. There's a few bars around the strip area because it was around the strip area.
He probably just did it on the strip.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Man.
Get a hop between them.
Wouldn't you take a shot with Jeff Hardy though if you saw him in the street?
If I knew he was a recovering alcoholic.
No, I'd be like,
You wouldn't be like,
like,
this was like my childhood. Yo, let's get a shot.
My only thing is how many people are trying to talk to him. I wouldn't be one of those guys
Yeah.
like, what?
I'm not gonna see Jeff Hardy at a bar in Myrtle Beach like Jeff Hardy washed up.
You
Is
know
a term
what
thunder
I've
unlocked.
been reading? You know, I heard that. Have you read Ric Flair's book?
He didn't
You know,
read. He
you know
didn't
the
have
whole
to.
first chapter of it. Basically, his life was his adopted. He was adopted,
Yeah.
and his parents essentially paid for him. He was like stolen from somebody. Like Ric Flair, when he found out, basically uncovered a child ring, like one of those big rings. I didn't know that. But did you know that they say that he's almost like straight edge now? You know, like, because he basically died twice.
Yeah, I knew
and
that.
he's stopped drinking and everything.
Come on,
Like,
straight edge Ric Flair.
Like, they said that he pretty much, the doctor said he wasn't going to make it if he continued drinking.
It's a little bit chilly in hell today, isn't it?
Listen, man. Listen,
Is there anything worse than straight edge people?
Could you imagine?
Vegans?
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
You imagine just naming your man piece Space Mountain?
It ain't what it ain't.
Naming your piece?
No, I couldn't
No.
imagine.
You don't
naming
name
my
it?
piece in the
You don't name yours?
What was yours? Little Stromboli?
That's good.
Thank you.
No, I call it Little Italy. Take a ride on Little Italy.
Take a ride in a little boot.
The Italian boot.
Roly
First off,
poly.
no one's ever wants to go there.
Listen, I wish I was a bad enough man to name my dick.
Is it bad enough or cheesy enough?
I don't know, dude.
Look how good I am.
The guy slept with over 10,000 people in the 80s and
First
90s.
off,
Women.
first
Yeah, excuse me,
off.
women.
Easy with the
Women.
people.
Women.
10,000, kind of sketchy number. We don't hear 10,000, but I can see Ric Flair doing that.
I can see Ric Flair definitely doing that. He said sometimes it was 2 or 3 women a day.
You know, I think Sloan Moore, and their numbers aren't that high. Magic Johnson was with the Lakers.
Lemmy.
Hey, Lemmy. And I think Lemmy said probably 4,500.
Yeah.
He is like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons like 10,000 women. 10,000 women.
Gene Simmons probably did sleep with 10,000.
They said more
10,000 is hard to
realistically,
do.
it's like 2,000 for him.
That's still a lot of women.
It is, but
Yeah, that's a big stretch.
if you go out just bragging about how many women,
Wait, Ric Flair wasn't bragging about it. They said, honestly, we have to know about how many. And he said, like, at least 10,000. Like, he said, in my peak from the 80s to the early 90s, it was like every night. You know, like, sometimes multiple women a night. Blows my mind, man.
And I've heard stories of him with taking 3-4 women back to his hotel room at a time. I've heard those stories from other people that aren't him.
You have to think, 80s,
every night for 10 years.
Listen,
Well, if you think about if you're doing at least one a night, okay, and then you think,
365 times 10, 3,600.
and then you think some nights he took 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And you have
But was it like 3 and 4 like he just slunk to them, or they were kind of all just
probably just
feeling
orgies.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't really him throwing it to 4 women.
Probably just
in a
some
night.
big-
Hey,
Weird
you'll never
orgy.
know unless you go to the time machine and go back in time.
It's hard for one man just to sling it consecutively
Oh, I
to
know.
4 or 5 women a night.
I mean, like, if you're hyped up, like, on alcohol and coke, you know, like...
That makes it even
First off,
worse. They
yeah,
just don't work on
alcohol's
cocaine.
like-
I feel like the cocaine would just make it go, whoo.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
I don't have any experience
Cocaine
with that,
will
but...
ruin it.
Really?
If you did 5 women a night, 365 days a year for 10 years, that's only 18. Well, it's 18,000 women. But
Yeah, I was only 18,000.
first off, he wasn't satisfied
Alright,
with
listen,
18,000 women.
Listen, we realistically... I think
I'll
it's
say
probably...
5,000.
I was about to say 5,000. It's
5,000.
probably a
I don't think
realistic
it's like
number.
more than Lemmy.
Listen,
or Magic
here's the
Johnson.
thing. Here's the thing. Not WWE,
This
but
podcast has evolved
wrestlers,
into Ric Flair's sex life.
wrestlers, and
Where would Lemmy say he was? 45?
I can't. I think it was.
I bet
something
they're both near the same numbers.
maybe.
Here, Ric Flair, territory wrestling. That's all men and women did. They loved wrestling. All of them went to it, man. Like, especially in the South, you know.
I was about to say he cornered the market on Southern women.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah, he had the mullets.
I think he's close to Lemmy.
Next match.
Probably.
Next match. And this is hokey.
Okay, bullshit.
Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins, eye for an eye match. Alright, can I make it more hokey for you?
Yeah.
The winner of the match is supposed to extract an eyeball from somebody. I swear to God. That's what they were saying.
That's stupid. But that reminds me. How about the fact that our president was in a hair match?
Umaga and Bobby Lashley.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a great match. WrestleMania. The old Vince McMahon got his hair cut.
And Bobby Lashley held him down and Triple H his head.
Here you go. This matchup is intriguing to me.
WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, legend.
This matchup is intriguing to me for a couple of reasons. Number one, Rey Mysterio doesn't have a contract after this match. He hasn't been re-signed.
After this Eye for an Eye match, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Neither one of them should.
All right, here's the next thing. You know Dominic is supposed to break in soon for the WWE. You know he's been training to be a wrestler. And we saw him getting involved.
Dominic versus Seth Rollins for custody of Rey Mysterio.
His eyeball. Custody of his eyeball.
Yeah, custody of his eyeball.
I have Seth Rollins winning this, but I have Dominic playing a role after, trying to protect his dad from Seth Rollins, setting up some type of thing. I will say this. I know you're critical on Seth Rollins and you hate the guy. He put Dominic over in the ring.
Wow. Good job, Seth.
No, you know
They
how...
pretended.
Listen, but you know how big that is for...
Yeah, but I hope he didn't talk to him.
What? Oh, no, he didn't. Well, he did talk to him.
Just don't get him in a promo, and he'll ruin you.
I have Seth Rollins winning the Eye for an Eye match, even though I could see Rey Mysterio winning it since the whole angle of Rey Mysterio's eye getting busted open.
Even though who gives a shit?
That's true.
An Eye for an Eye match.
All right, here you go.
Newsweek headline: Ric Flair's full of shit for claiming he slept with 10,000 women. The first thing I pull up, he's not even. Because I was looking at lists, he's not in Maxim's top living sex legends list. Charlie Sheen's number 2 with 5,000 women though.
Yeah,
that's wild. I mean, I can see Charlie Sheen more than him.
He gave all that diseases away.
Unfounded.
Ric Flair's full of shit.
That's great. Everything he said he did sleep with 10,000 women.
SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley, the champion, versus Nikki Cross. Match is a filler match. Bayley's going to retain because they're going to. Here's the thing. I think we're going to see a uniting of the brands soon. And I'll tell you why. Sasha Banks is in a women's title match as well on this card. Bayley and Sasha could together become 2-time champions each at the same time. They're both the women's champion. They're both the women's tag team champions right now. So they won the tag titles. Yeah. And then Bayley has the title for the SmackDown. Sasha's going for the Raw one. Basically, they could both 2 titles, and then you see the malfunctioning and the junction, and then a uniting of the championships at SummerSlam. That's what I'm calling for. And then we see the brands start to come back together, because I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be back anytime soon. They want him to. Brock Lesnar said he's not coming back at all right now, which is big because, Brock Lesnar is the highest paid person on salary at WWE, like $9.3 million a year is his salary. But I think that we're going to see the brands kind of come back together. So I have Bayley squashing Nikki Cross. I like Nikki Cross's character. I like her a lot. You should have. I don't know if you ever looked up pictures of her before she was a WWE person, because they put her with Eric Young in that group and made her all weird, but beautiful lady actually. Raw Women's title. Asuka versus Sasha Banks.
Ooh.
I think this match is going to be phenomenal. I have Sasha Banks winning the title. Then it'll be her and Bayley have all the women's gold, and it's going to set up some type of something down the road. They've got to break it up sometime, right?
Yeah.
Like they have to. They're both.
You would think. Yeah, I know. You would think.
They're both too good individually. Like, I don't like Bayley as a heel. They seem to be sold on it. I liked her as a babyface a lot. Sasha Banks is the natural
heel. But I know
heel.
how stupid the boss is.
I know. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're looking at a time period that's the best of women's wrestling history, because Sasha Banks, Bayley, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, all Hall of Famers.
From what I hear, they are slaying at the women's division, not the men's. So
they are. Women's division is by far the better. I would definitely say that. I mean, because you could still have Alexa Bliss could be a Hall of Famer. There's a bunch of these NXT ladies that just are so good, really good. And so that's kind of nice. Here you go. Title match. Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler.
Drew McIntyre wins easy.
All right. Stipulation of the match. To be determined when the match starts. Because Dolph Ziggler has the ability to choose whatever he wants it to be.
Nobody's watching this hokey for fun.
I'm telling you, man. This pay-per-view really upsets me.
Their fans are that stupid, Brett. Yes, they are.
So I have Drew McIntyre also squashing it. Do you see how they got The Rock to say that Dolph Ziggler is going to win this match? They like brought him in, get his idea. Did you watch the angle with Drew McIntyre and Heath Slater? Did you see that from this week? All right. Heath Slater got released from the company. He's a free agent. Drew McIntyre on the side in real life went to Vince to try to get him to work a show so he could get some money, because he really has a wife and 2 kids, and he wasn't one of the top tier people and making a ton. So Drew McIntyre talks him into coming in and doing another match. It's with him though. So Dolph Ziggler comes out and he talks about how like Drew McIntyre just steps on people to get where he wants to be, and he forgot about the person who helped him the most when he was fired back 2016 or whatever. And Heath Slater comes out, cuts probably one of the best promos I've seen in WWE in the past 5 years. I know that's not hard to do, but like he looks at him. We'll have to watch.
Okay.
You'll have to watch it.
Okay.
But he looks at him and basically he's just like, you abandoned me. I was there for you whenever you got fired. I told you to keep your head up. I tried to do everything for you, and you did nothing for me. And basically he's like, give me a shot. Give me a shot. Give me a match. And he's like, I'm not going to fight you. So he pushes him. He's like, oh, don't do that. I'm not going to fight you. And then he just like cold cock slaps him. And what the great thing was? Like, it actually sounded like a real slap. So maybe they're best friends in real life.
I was about to say, hit me, make it.
Yeah. And so they had the match. He squashed him. But afterwards, it was like a big reunion thing in the ring because Dolph Ziggler was going to come out and beat him up or whatever. I have Drew McIntyre winning this because he's going to lose the title at SummerSlam. Whoever it's going to be, we don't know. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns or something coming back. Who knows where Roman Reigns is going to be? He was supposed to come back for Braun's title or whatever, but they're pretty sold on this Wyatt feud right now. And that brings me to the last match.
Thank God.
A swamp fight, okay? Non-title match. This isn't even for the championship. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman.
Oh, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Right.
I don't even...
Alright, so my first thoughts are this.
New territory.
Bray Wyatt's pop leg, but definitely 100%.
If they do this the right way, this could be a great match. Because if they do it like the Hardy compound, for Impact, this could be phenomenal. Because what I've been reading is that's what it's supposed to be like. And I've also read that Triple H is supposed to be involved in some way with something about it. Who knows if that's true. But this is the idea. We're getting the 3 faces of Wyatt, right? So we saw Bray Wyatt, the Firefly Funhouse one, get squashed by Braun at the last pay-per-view. This one right here is return to the old way. Right? We get the old Bray Wyatt, which everyone loved, and he's supposed to get the win in this one to set up the final of the trilogy at SummerSlam. The Fiend, because the Fiend isn't supposed to lose, like he's supposed to be versus Braun Strowman, okay, for the title, and that's where the title flip is supposed to happen.
Okay.
Which I think everyone knows that Bray Wyatt should be the champion.
Yeah.
He's the most popular thing. But what we've also saw is in this last one, and it could be part of the storyline, but I think it looked like they're about to flip him heel. Which he should be though, right? Don't you look at him and think this guy should be like the Big Show heel? Like don't you think
nobody
think
should be that Big Show heel.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about flipping back and forth from heel to babyface, but don't you look at him and be like, this is a guy who should be picking up, Akira Tozawa and just throwing him in the dumpster because he can. He should be like the bully character. Like, don't you think that?
Yeah.
I mean, I know he makes a great
He should be like a
babyface.
Kane heel.
Okay, I can see that. But I don't know, like
just a machine that just gets in there and smokes people.
hell he does.
Big Show's too goofy of a thing.
Did you watch the Big
Sounds
Show
like he's
Broken
goofy.
Skull sessions?
Mm-mm.
Like they it was kind of funny. He never faced Stone Cold Steve Austin. He threw him out of the cage for Vince. He never actually wrestled him, which is ironic because I never knew that. I thought they would have wrestled
Well,
each
they
other.
look too similar. You wouldn't be able to tell who's who.
Oh yeah, without But Big Show's
I've heard him
another
talking about
Big Show's
wrestling before. I thought.
Big Show's another one of those guys that like he's a company man, right? Vince pulled him over from WCW. WCW wasn't treating him right financially. Vince gave him the money. He stayed loyal, right? He could have left and went to other places, got more money. But he was another one of those company people because they were talking about how many times he flipped from babyface to heel, and he said, man, I just do what they tell me to do, you know, like, and that's why you get this is how you make it in the business, you know, you get it done. He's cool though, man. He's from Manning.
Yeah.
Like right up the road. Yeah, he
Aiken.
went,
Aiken.
well, he was first in Manning, and then I think he moved to Aiken for like his high school.
This is how you make it in the business.
Yeah. Hey,
Ain't business.
he ain't worried about anything, man. He's got the
Yeah.
money. Like he did what he had to do. I don't blame him.
Oh, Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Vince man, if you're watching this, remember, I'm your number one fan.
Whoa.
What?
I'll tell you about that later. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh, all the controversy and stuff. Yeah, I forgot. I'm your number one fan.
At the Around the Corner Fudge is Made Factory.
Yeah. So basically, this pay-per-view, in a nutshell, is going to be hot garbage. Do you agree?
You're 100.
Do you agree?
Oh, well, 100%.
All right. So next week when we're recording the recap of the pay-per-view, I'll tell you why it was an amazing pay-per-view. Thanks for tuning in to the Walrus Comics Sports Report. This is our WWE Extreme Rules 2020 preview to the pay-per-view that's going to happen tomorrow. We will do a follow-up to talk about this train wreck that we are going to witness. But we appreciate you tuning in, and check out all our previous podcasts. Give us a like, hit the subscribe button, share it if you know someone who likes stuff like that, and we will see you next time.